to you. It must be 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time somewhere out there because it's time for another edition of Hardison's Tips. I'm your host, Brandon Hardison, President Champion Strategies on this beautiful Wednesday, the 23rd of June. We are almost there, the halfway point of 2021. It's been a rocky one, but for those who've been hanging in there, no matter what vertical sales you've been doing, we commend you. We try to give ideas, tips, every one of our verticals, whether you're a major account, key account, up and down the street, in home sales, retail sales in general, or automotives. Today, I want to just take a look and congratulate you for what we've been through for this first half of 2021 because we're wrapping up the first half. We'll still have July through December. But to me, it's important to reflect on how the industry as a whole handled 2020. And we, sales professionals, are now at the halfway point of 2021. Now, there's been monthly polls, special forums where industries were invited, professionals like yourself, to weigh in on what their antidotes of COVID disruption over this year and 8 months have infected not only yourself, the industry, and the globe. So, here's some of the thoughts that you, as professionals, have been giving to different people around the United States. Having to send a majority of personnel home to work during this time provided to be challenging for many. However, it brought to light that the age of this old debate, can we be efficient at home without your management team being there? Now, for those in major account and key account, you've always been in the streets. You may come into the office for a little meeting, but you're already away from that brick and mortar. So it was very clear for the people who had to sit in a cubicle for that 8 hour shift. This work life balance was nice for them and still nice for the ones that are doing it because they're home in their right atmosphere with their loved ones. If they had their babies around, they weren't in school. They had to negotiate through that, but it was a good time. Now, leadership, we have to step up and really look and analyze. Can we pivot? Is it time to pivot before we perish and go under with this current model? So, some out of the box thinking will be going on moving forward on how many of the organizations that we work for, we know about, we compete about, on how they're going to have their employees work. Should they come back to the office or keep the model at home going? All I know is that by doing this, not only opens up that person in a more enhanced way, being a better employee and mindset because they're more relaxed, no stress? Or do we look at the bottom line exclusively? You'll be hearing more about that. Also, as owners, we've been still keeping even or making more money. Our biggest challenge since this pandemic is the PPEs. What do we do? How do we completely do it right? And now the latest thing on the plate is Do I mandate all of my employees to take the virus shot in order for them to be part of my organization? As you do know, that's in court right now. Some people say it's not constitutional to force someone based on health to take a shot. So, as I look at it, we're still pivoting, but we have to understand what our ultimate goal is in the end. Should we shun people by saying, I'm vaccinated with a little pin or a badge? And if your other employees are not, they have to wear the mask. You're going to be hearing a lot more on that. And another thing, don't be torn by the way training is being moved forward. A lot of it now has moved to online. People have worked out the different various vendors that offer products, but it's still not like being there. Did we save money on hotels and transportation just to get you in front of a screen and give your opinion or try to close a deal? Yes, but depending on your industry, depending on what you're doing, depending on the amount of business, this is for our major account and key account brothers and sisters, is it effective? Or by just being in the room, we can actually look at the neuro linguistic programming of that individual to see how he or she feels about the product presentation that you did. So I'll know where to close or anticipate those objections that verily will come. I hope, I expect that many industries for us salespeople won't tweak it, but so much. We found out a lot of things this year and going back 18 months. One of the biggest things that I like, it forced managers to coach you. It forced managers to reinforce mission statements. It forced managers to work with you one on one as an individual to get the best out of you. Before that, some of them had excuses and were lazy, saying that they had a lot of things on their plate. But I hired you. I said that I will help make you successful, and then I abandoned you. Well, since the pandemic, many leaders, many managers have done a better job of selecting, hiring, onboarding the right person, and working with them to their success. So I hope that that does not go away. So, am I sure of what the future is going to bring? None of us know what it's going to bring. But if it stays on this current course, I would have to view just like some of the others. By September or by the end of the year, we should have a better handle nationally about one of our issues, which is COVID. We have others, but we're business people. So let's continue to make sure that we practice every day, not on our customers. Let's practice with ourselves. So when we are on a Zoom call, when we are face to face, our clients on the other side of the desk will see the best professional that the United States can offer. Once again, Brad and Hardison, President of Champion Strategies, with another Hardison's tip for today on this beautiful Wednesday, the 23rd. We're quickly moving down. Depending on what your pay plan is, we need to keep it to the grindstone. You may already be at your bonus level. Let's get more of that money. Let's maximize that pay plan. If you're not there yet, you still have another week to get out there and close some business. So, as always in parting, you go out and you make it a champion day.